Oh my gosh, this cover is so 1970s. It's groovy, man.
Arglefumph Book Review, Arglefumph Book Review.
Ed Baker broke into someone's garage and stole their electric drill. He left behind a sneaker print in the mud, but the print is a half size smaller than his actual shoe. Encyclopedia explains the shoe print got smaller in the sun because mud shrinks when it dries. I would be okay if that was the mystery, but no. The mystery is how Ed got past the guard dog. The dog is trained to bark at strangers and grab their clothes, but the dog didn't bark that night. Ever since then, the dog has been suffering from a nervous breakdown. How did Ed get past the dog? The solution is that Ed was naked. That's right, he stole something while naked in order to confuse the dog that grabs clothes. I have a hard time believing someone wants a power drill so much they'd walk around naked to get one. Not only is this a disgusting mystery solution, but it's inaccurate. The case specifically says the dog is trained to bark at strangers. The dog should have barked even if it didn't have clothes to bite. Dogs don't bark and bite at the same time, you know. And if we're going by the picture, the dog saw the thief long before seeing the thief was naked. The dog would have barked right away. No points for this case, and I don't ever want to think about it ever again. Case 2. Bugs Meany cheated a boy out of a red harmonica. Bugs says he didn't steal the harmonica, he found it in a trash pile under some blue lights. Bugs grabbed it right away because he likes shiny red things. How do we know he's lying? Because if the red harmonica was under blue lights, it would have been black. Also, what kind of family puts blue lights on top of their trash can? That seems like a weird thing to highlight. Case 3. Bugs' friend Ike was beaten up by Bugs' cousin Bearcat. Bearcat hit Ike so hard he can't even move his fingers. When they confront Bugs, he and Bearcat challenge Sally to a boxing match. Encyclopedia and Ike lace up her gloves, and Encyclopedia says the entire thing is a setup. Why? If Ike can't move his fingers, he couldn't have laced up Sally's glove. Case 4. Encyclopedia and his friend are scared after watching The Headless Vampire. That's a scary movie. How is a headless vampire scary? It can't bite you. All it does is wander around and bump into things. When lightning crashes, the boys see someone throw a rock at a door light. The culprit tries to scare our heroes by pretending to be headless. He makes up a cover story where he is woken up by thunder, and when the lightning flashed, he saw someone else break the light. He's lying! Why? The solution is that lightning comes before thunder, not after. If thunder woke him up, he didn't see any lightning. Case 5. Wilford Wiggins claims that his deaf friend heard an announcement on the bus, and wow, I don't even need to recap the rest of this fake story. Deaf people can't hear loudspeaker announcements. Next case. Case 6. Phineas runs a booth at a summer carnival. If a kid has a loose tooth, they can tie it to a pool ball. If they can shoot the ball in a hole, they win a prize. What a weird carnival game. Phineas is framed for theft. The theft occurred when a tent fell down. The people in the tent are limping singers, a hog collar with a broken left arm, a magician with scratches past his short sleeves, and a ballerina with a broken arm. Which one is the culprit? The culprit is the magician. Magicians always wear long sleeves. Because he has short sleeves, he must be a fake! Sorry, but that's wrong. There are magicians who perform in short sleeves. Not every magic trick involves hiding things in your shirt, after all. And besides, we're talking about a kid, not a professional magician. Case 7. Edwina has been pretending to be a boy in order to play baseball. Her secret was exposed when one of her teammates followed her back home and saw her in a dress. The culprit left behind a pair of sunglasses. The frame that hooks over the right ear is bent outward slightly. Just like last case, we get a list of suspects. There's Warren, the left-handed pitcher, Bob, the former team captain who lost his spot to Edwina, the pitcher with the broken arm, and the pitcher with the broken foot. Who did it? The culprit is the left-handed pitcher. If the sunglasses are bent on the right, someone took them off with their left hand. Only a left-handed person takes glasses off with their left hand, after all. Okay, that's not true. But in this case, there's no reason to assume a righty would use their left hand for using sunglasses, so I'll accept it. Case 8. Chester is helping at the museum so he can get free cake and punch. While Encyclopedia gets him cake, someone steals a rattlesnake tail from the exhibit. The culprit claims he left 15 minutes earlier, long before they started serving the 7-layer cake. He must be lying. Why? He knew the cake was 7 layers, therefore he was around when the cake was cut. Because apparently it's impossible that he could have asked someone what type of cake they planned to serve. Case 9. The environmental group is questioning a new member named Justin. Justin tries to show off by saying he once flew in an airplane over pigs, and they all looked up to see him. He saw tigers eat a giraffe in Africa. He saw a thief who hid wallets in a male kangaroo's pouch. He saw a cross-eyed rooster, and he saw an owl move its eyes all around. Which story is a lie? All of them. There are no tigers in Africa. Male kangaroos don't have pouches. Pigs can't look up. Roosters have eyes on the opposite sides of their head. And owls' eyes don't move. I like this case. You only need to get 1 out of the 6 problems correct in order to pass. I wish some of my tests in school were like that. Case 10. One of Encyclopedia's friends saw a ghost bride walking along the beach, dragging her train behind her. That's more than a little weird, but Encyclopedia's father is far more interested in hearing about a man with a limp who walked along the beach an hour earlier. A limping man robbed a jewelry store today, and a man with a limp lives near the beach. So they search the beach for the limping man's footprints, but find nothing. Why? The ghost bride. That was an excuse for the culprit to erase their footprints in the sand. We know this for sure because the dress was flat on the ground despite the wind. It must have been weighted down with a board or something to wipe out footprints. Okay, that's the last case. Looks like the entire book was good, besides for the naked thief and the magician with short sleeves. I give Encyclopedia Brown number 9, Encyclopedia Brown shows the way. An 8 out of 10.